welcome, dear viewers, to Couch Warrior TV on YouTube. I am the Couch Warrior. And you are watching The Passage, a Skyrim SE Let's Play featuring Ettient Jorel, the Altmer Ranger. Let's get a time check. All right. About 20 after 6. Well, sadly, the hound is crawling back to Falkreath with his tail between his legs. We're going to have to talk to the Jarl and accept that job that we declined the day before. But before we do that, we're going to at least try to take advantage of some of the things we've got here at our disposal. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of these. It's pretty good. All right. May as well get some practice in, hey? So we could do some hide bracers. Or we could make some more leather bracers, which are a little bit more valuable. Well, we're going to do a little practice here. So we're going to work on some leather bracers, I think. Take advantage of all of the hunting we've been doing. That's pretty good. Hey. And a level. All right. Let's go ahead and level up. Okay. Now remember, our stamina is being enhanced by the boots we're wearing, so it is time to invest in stamina. Now, what to do with this perk? You remember last episode, we took a fairly utilitarian perk in Arcane Blacksmithing. This should now allow us to upgrade our boots and gauntlets, because we are wearing a combination of light and heavy armor. But both our gauntlets and our boots, those heavy armor boots, are enchanted. Alright? So there's really not anything that we can do here in the one-handed tree that's relevant. On the archery side of things, we've been talking a lot about this crippling shot, but still haven't taken it. Ranger would be awfully nice to have. There's more steady hand, hunter's discipline. honestly, quick shot. That would be a nice one to have as well. But to get to quick shot, we've got a lot of levels to go for quick shot. So I think what we're going to invest in is crippling shot. There are many instances in the past where that would have helped us. Now we can just kind of check it off the list. We've got that covered. All right, well, we're waiting for everything to kind of open up here. I think we can stop at the inn and we can re-provision.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Sure bones. Handsome man.
Hey, look at this guy. We saw him in the Reach.
Smell that fresh air? Truly, this is
I
a
hear
good place to play a
welcome to Dead
song.
Man's Drink.
What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
Food. Okay. Let's grab anything that looks like it would be a good staple. Roast goat. That seems like that'd be good. Get that treat. That's good. Let's refill our water.
Of course.
All right. Well, she ought to be pretty happy now. We found her
You hear any juicy gossip
missing
in town?
hunters.
Be sure to share it with me.
Hello there, friend. How lucky for you to chance upon a
A strong
bar.
drink will chase off that chill in the air.
So, this isn't me just going about my business. This is actually Etienne ignoring literally everyone. He's got nothing to say to these people. He's a loner. Frankly, he doesn't give a shit about their sob stories. He's got his own concerns. So we're gonna wait. Time check. No. Not too long. It's fine.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay. So, I'm just checking up to see what he's got, because if we can get our hands on some more refined moonstone, we can make some more arrows, things like that. We've also got some things that we can offload. We're going to keep the kindling, but stuff like this, the mammoth tusk and all of that, that can be sold. The other thing that we'd be looking for is just to see if they're, they have any things like crafting feathers, some of the materials that we need in order to craft our own arrows, that kind of thing. Circlet of Major Alchemy. Circlet of Major Alchemy. That could be extremely useful. Let's think about that. Think about it. We have recently acquired a ring as well, so Bracer's ring and a circlet would really have a major impact on the poisons that we're creating. I mean, usually I'm a little bit averse to investing in enchanted items by flat out buying them, but this seems like a good purchase to me. Okay, Dwarven Arrows, we're going to keep that. Forsworn Staff. Alright. Let's sell off some stuff. pirate saber is pretty cool, but it's getting sold. Staff of Courage. Don't need it. Staff of the Familiar. Don't need it. Okay. Okay, we can get rid of all of that stuff. Okay, here, yeah, it was a necklace that we had. Okay. Orcish boots of fire suppression. Now we're talking. The strange ebony mask. Get rid of that as well. Okay, any extra potions that we've got? These magica ones are going to go. That's okay. I think we can keep the rest of that stuff. Got an amethyst. Kind of tapped him out, though. That's okay.
Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
All right. This is great. We just offloaded a whole bunch of stuff. Came away with a magic item that we can actually use, which is pretty stunning. Hey, I want to chop some wood.
Unless you intend to bury someone, this Falkreath is known for its graveyard travel. We've buried more dead than you can imagine.
Oh, I can imagine a lot of dead,
Skyrim's
sir.
history of war is well documented here. In Falkreath's
We can imagine a
graveyard.
lot of dead. You know, normally I always have a mod in my load order that is something like, you know, PC head tracking, where they'll actually move their heads and they'll face people and stuff like that as they're talking. But there's something about this character, Ettient, where I feel like it's more appropriate for him to not move his head. It's as if he's actually really ignoring people, not acknowledging anyone who's speaking to him. And there's something sort of fitting about that, I think. Okay, let's see if we have at least close to what we need to make some arrows. Okay, we're missing crafting feathers, and he might actually have some.
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Let's see what he's got. Crafting feathers, we're going to take all of those. And he doesn't have any more refined moonstone. He's got the ore, but we really don't have a place to smelt it here. That's okay. Just doing a double check. See if there's anything else. That we might want to get rid of. Another corundum ingot. Gonna sell that. Okay, very good.
See me at my forge if you need armor.
Well, we've got at least enough materials to make one more bundle of 25 elven arrows. So we're going to do that. And once we acquire one more refined moonstone ingot, we'll be able to do another batch. But right now, we're going to go see the alchemist and see about actually using her alchemy table.
Someone new? Perhaps someone looking for me to mix something up for them?
I'm interested in your ingredients, please.
Take a look.
Okay. Blisterwort is good. Nernroot is good. River Betty we can use. Spriggan sap, we've got some of that. We'll take some more, though. Wheat, we've got. A Lunamoth wing we'll take. Ice Wraith teeth we'll take. Okay. You know what? The Death Bell is relatively inexpensive. I'm going to take that as well. All right. I need to use your table, please. Okay, get out of the way. Okay, so we can do damage, health, heavy armor. I don't know why we would do that. Fortify smithing. We can make a few of those. Invisibility. Okay, this is all good. So let's quit alchemy. And let's see what we can do now with the new gear that we have. So we've got a circlet. We've got the gauntlets. And now we have a necklace of major... These are all of major alchemy. So this is... All told, this ought to really significantly help us power up our potions here, I would think. So let's see what we can do. Fortify smithing. Yeah, we went from 21% to 29%. That's pretty good. All right. Well, let's make some of these guys. Invisibility is great. Okay. Damage magicka. I think I would rather do restore health. Actually, with that, we can do wheat. And we can finally use this giant's toe. Which is great. Alright. Dwarven oil. And the taproot. There we go. Okay. Damage health. Now. Imp stool. River Betty. Nightshade. Troll fat. Death bell. No differences. Okay. Excellent. We found another property. We'll make one of these. Okay, Blue Mountain Flower, Butterfly Wing. Healing 37 points is pretty good. Resist Frost. Take a bunch of those guys. We'll probably sell some of them at least. Fortify Enchanting, we're not doing that. Alright, that was pretty productive, I would say.
Someone new? Perhaps someone... Take a look.
Wanna buy something? How about some Resist Frost? Okay, so sell that. And we'll sell 4 of those. Got those because they're kind of a repeat. Potions of Stamina, we've got bunches of those. So let's sell some of those guys. Minor Stamina. Fortify Smithing 29 and 21. So we can do a 29% potion, so we're going to sell the less powerful ones. Destruction we don't do. 22, 9, and 11. Shedding a little weight here, this is good. Frost Wraith Essence. We can do better than that on our own. Okay, that's pretty good, I think.
All right, then. Call upon.
All right. Back to our regular gear. Necklace of Sneaking. Gauntlets of Major Archery.
If I can be of any service.
There we go. Back in business. All right. Now, having made some new potions, we're going to jump in here and improve our gear.
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. The finest weapons and armor.
Before we do that, however, going to go through his stuff one more time. Resist Shock, Major Deft Hands. Okay. All good.
See me at my forge if
Now,
you
if we
need
do a
armor.
check here, we should have enough steel ingots to upgrade everything that we want to. Yes. Steel, steel. Okay. Yep, our daggers and bow use steel. So, boy, it sure would be nice to have those Forge Master's fingers back around now. Okay, let's look at our apparel. Let's just make sure that we have our Silver Blood family ring on, which we do. And then we will use one of our potions and then just, you know, upgrade this stuff to the best of our ability. Okay, from 11 to 20. That is great. News? Even upgrade our walking stick, for that matter. And just for good measure, see what we can do here. Forsworn bow from 40 to 43. We'll take it. I'll do this as well. Okay, that was an excellent round of improvements to our gear. So if we can find one or two more enchanted items to fortify our smithing capabilities, we are going to be in very good shape. But given the scarcity of enchanted items thus far, it may take us a while to get to that point. We are really lucky to have found 3 different types of alchemy gear so far, which is really great. So we're basically ready to go. Let's go eat some crow here with a Jarl. Look at that pompous little twerp. He's a twerp.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around. Yes? What is it that you want?
Do you have any work you need done?
There's that group of bandits that need to be taught a lesson, remember? The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it.
It will be done.
Good. Execute every last bandit. Spare no one.
Oh, man. I would love to wring his neck. But Etienne's not going to do that. Not yet. All right. So the Jarl tells us we got to do this job. And he tells us it's going to take us to a place called Knife Point Ridge. Based on this, the description and Etienne's excellent sense of direction,
Safe, I hope.
we know that Knife Point Ridge is a location that we saw 2 days ago when we were traveling across country from the Reach. We actually saw it from above and had scoped it out from several angles, so we're fairly well aware of where we're having to go now. Okay. Let's also double check to make sure that we're using our instincts here. You know what's really cool about this instinct power is I'm really impressed with the way that Chesko has implemented this thing. He's, I think, really working hard to try to establish the fact that these instincts are about your other senses. Smell and hearing. And so he's done some subtle things with it that are really quite interesting. So the ability is less effective when you're moving, and it's also less effective when the weather is nasty like this, which makes complete sense because we have, you know, things like the splash of rain and the wind and stuff like that that are messing up our hearing, you know? Look at that. There's that mage. Now, we saw him a couple of days ago. It's odd. Never seen a mage hunting. Using magic to hunt. Assuming hunting is what's going on here. I don't know what that is. I'm taking it though. There is the floating arrow. Auriel's curse. Auriel really does disapprove of Etienne, apparently. What's this mess? Maybe she was guarding this. Guarding it from deer? Already looked at that. Sort of getting the impression now that these forests, because of how thick they are and how easy it is to hide in them, that all kinds of people have come into this forest to kind of hide from society, either to hide themselves or hide their activities from society at large, because it's kind of impossible to see what anybody's doing in here. It's possible to just kind of blend in, you know? Smoke. Okay. What is this? Baked apples. Any way to tell what happened here? This could be the work of the bandits that we're after, possibly. Okay, we are going to vacate this area quickly. There were very few clues around that burning cart that would clue us in as to what happened. But if we're putting the pieces together, we could say that there's a strong likelihood anyway that it may be the very bandits we're pursuing now that are responsible. The interesting thing about this area is it is thick forest, but here through the bottom of this valley there seems to be a series of trails that are large enough to accommodate a cart. Although it's hard to imagine someone being foolish enough to take a cart through this territory unless they themselves were bandits and were up to no good and had somehow had the expectation of safe travel. Okay. All right, girl.